America's Got Talent 2025 Auditions 5 Recap Live Blog, Videos. America's Got Talent continues with Auditions 5 tonight, June 24th, as Simon Cowell, Howie Mandel, Sofia Vergara, and the returning Mel B take their seats on the panel for the talent show's 20th season. Terry Crews once again serves as host. The Golden Buzzers are back, of course. All the panelists and Terry can award 2 buzzers each to acts they feel should advance straight to the live shows. That is 10 buzzers total. King Moore, kid rapper. 9-year-old King Moore is in 3rd grade, and he dreams of having his own TV show. He also wants to tour and star in movies. King explains that he will perform a song he wrote when he was almost 6 years old. He commands the audience to stand up before he raps, "It's game time." Dude was rhyming in 1st grade? If so, he's preconscious. He spits out all the words with confidence. He's Disney material, cute personality and charm. Mel says, "You're amazing. You have so much swag and confidence. Brilliance." Sofia says, "You seem like a star already." Simon also calls him brilliant. 4 yes. Alan Siminoff, magician. Alan, from Brazil, has been a magician since he was 6 years old. He works with sheets of papers that are scattered all around him. He balls them up and then they multiply. It's solid sleight of hand, using a different kind of medium. Oh. Mel B seems unimpressed. He ends making the bits of paper multiply and float in the air. It's emo magic. Sofia says, "There's something mystical, something sexy." Howie loved it. Mel B got confused finding the story. Who cares about the story? The tricks were cool. Simon disagrees. Alan is what a magician should be. Mel B says no, the rest say yes. Is it me, or is Mel more annoying than her previous AGT stint? Andrea, hula hooper. Andrea has a PhD in chemical engineering from Princeton. She's quit her job as a scientist to practice hula hooping around her bum. Okay then. Andrea is trying to break a Guinness Book of World Records for the feat. The current record is an hour something, so she and a Guinness rep head backstage to start. We'll be checking in from time to time, until the hoop falls off her bum. Next, the judges say yes to a group of double Dutch jump ropers. Next, it's hip-hop dancers ProMotion who also get yes from the judges. Mel B liked it. About 3/4 through the episode, Andrea breaks the record. But she keeps going because she wants that record to stand. She broke the record with a time of 1 hour 15 minutes and 6 seconds. She illustrates that she can do all kinds of things with a hula hoop and her breasts. Mel B says no, of course, but the rest say yes. Bill Taylor, musician. He's from Middlesboro, Kentucky, and a trucker who delivers trailers. Clips of himself seemingly filmed with an iPhone illustrates his family life. He started a band 3.5 years ago and hopes to parlay AGT into a real career. He's performing with his band, the Appalachian Heathens. His dad is part of the band. He looks like that Fudge Rounds dude that went viral a few years ago. Remember him? He's covering Knocking on Heaven's Door. He starts a cappella, which is always impressive if pulled off correctly. He's pretty good. His authenticity will take him a long way. Howie calls it a great American sound. Simon calls it musical levis. He loves his voice. Mel B loves the entire band. Sofia thinks AGT is the right place for them. 4 yes. The bodyguards, hand balancers. Hand balancers come out silently, like they are Secret Service. They strip to underwear before performing feats of strength, which includes the 2 performers balancing each other without any props. What they do almost seems impossible. They talk afterward. The 2 are originally from Poland, but now live in Las Vegas. Sofia thinks they are AI. It didn't seem real. Mel B was confused, at first. The crowd boos. But midway through, she got it. You are athletes. Howie calls them amazing. Simon, however, got bored halfway through. It was mesmerizing. He gives them a half yes, which isn't really a thing. 4 yes. Tom Sandoval, reality star, singer. Tom Sandoval became notorious for a cheating scandal involving his girlfriend and one of her best friends. The 2 were stars on the popular reality show Vanderpump Rules. Simon is friends with Lisa Vanderpump. A coincidence? NBC previewed this audition last week. Tom wants to turn his life around with song. FYI, he competed on The Masked Singer a few seasons ago as Diver. He got eliminated pretty fast. He covers Take On Me by a-ha. It's not terrible, but wouldn't get past the producers if he wasn't already famous. The sparkly jacket is something. He receives a standing ovation from the judges and the audience. Mel B says, "You made me smile." Mel is impressed that he admits to being a cover band. She needs a band for her upcoming wedding. "I thought you guys brought us joy," says Sofia. Howie calls it fun and great. Simon didn't think the vocals were great, but he appreciates that Tom is true to himself. 4 yes. Duo Stardust, Acrobats, Sofia's Golden Buzzer. The two competed recently on Britain's Got Talent. Their dream died on the show when Simon said no. Now, they are trying once more on AGT. Simon was disappointed with the act back then, but they feel confident they can win him back with the changes they made. The two work with silks and roller skates. Right off the bat, the two are twirling high in the air. Simon maybe wanted more danger. At one point, the girl lets go of the silk so her partner can twirl her around close to the ground. They end with pyro shooting from the gal's feet as her partner twirls her high in the air. It looks spectacular. Simon is on his feet with his thumbs up. Simon says, "I do feel with constructive criticism you can make a good act better. Seriously amazing." Sofia gives the duo all the credit and then hits her golden buzzer. Simon says he was kidding when he took credit for the act. Then, he gave them a big hug. Chuck Adams, singer. Chuck's mother Betty is with him. She's been pushing him for 10 years to perform. Simon is very excited to meet her. He had a record deal at a young age. But it went south as these things do. He's 40 years old and is hoping for a second chance. He accompanies himself on acoustic guitar as he covers Goo Goo Dolls' Iris. He's a pop singer with a raspy, soulful edge. His phrasing is colorful. He's not an incredible singer, but he knows how to style a compelling performance. Howie likes his relaxed vibe. Mel B thinks his nerves threw him off. He didn't seem that nervous. Sofia believes he can go far in the competition. Simon compliments his presence. He appreciated his interpretation. "I like you," he says. 4 yes. Isaac Johnson, large-mouthed guy. 20-year-old Isaac from Minneapolis, Minnesota seems so sweet and innocent. But his thing is a party trick. He has a very big mouth and can fit huge things in it. He gets buzzed off pretty quick. He reveals that he's in the Guinness Book of World Records. It's no, but Simon invites him back to try and break a record. Phonos. Schuler King, comedian. Howie met him earlier and thought he was really funny. He's a licensed funeral director and embalmer. He encourages audience members to croak so he can leave the theater with a check. The death jokes keep coming. It's a not supposed to be funny, but it is kinda deal. Howie calls him wonderful. "You killed." Simon calls him brilliant and a natural and the funniest person we've had this year. Sofia likes his energy. Mel B says, "You made me belly laugh. You're very funny." Ben Family Band. Mom and kids are in the band. Dad is in the audience supporting. The family is from Altadena and lost their home in the recent Los Angeles fires. Altadena is close to Pasadena where the show is taped. The family is tears and grateful to have survived. "We loved our neighborhood." "This is a salute to Altadena," Mom says, dedicating their performance to the city. The 5 singers are a vocal band, and they sing Lauren Daigle's Rescue. A few of the voices in this group are standouts, especially the gal in the band. The harmonies are very pretty. Dad cries in the audience. Howie calls it beautiful and heartfelt. Simon calls their performance brave and emotional. Simon's thoughts were always with the regular people who lost their homes. Sofia calls it perfect and amazing. Mel is crying and can't speak. 4 yes. Fun fact, the Pasadena Civic Center where AGT is taped served as a shelter for fire victims. People could get meals and supplies at the theater complex. That is until everybody had to be moved to a shelter in Duarte to make room for AGT tapings and other events. About 250 people were living at the shelter, managed by the American Red Cross. 1,500 lived there at its peak.